Hi, I'm Spacecats. I'm the community manager for TERA and the master of Harrowhold. That's not true.
The master. I am Israel, and I am not the master of Harrowhold, but I know a little bit about it.
You have more mastery than I do. You're going to sort of be showing me how to do this dungeon.
Right.
I hope. We're going to get killed.
But we'll definitely be killed alive. There will be a lot of deaths, a lot of agony, and things of that nature. Well, we're good at killing things, and that's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
So I guess do you want to start here at the first phase?
Yes. Phase 1!
Phase 1!
Yes!
Yeah.
Begin!
Right.
Fight!
So we have 4 children of Virgos, and their names are very hard to pronounce.
Ignidrax. The fire dragon.
Oh,
just killed
I died.
You. Wow, you just died.
Well, there's Aquadrax.
Aquadrax is the aqua dragon.
All right.
It's the Aquafina of dragons.
I believe there's also an Umbradrax, which I believe Umbra is some sort of darkness. Yes. And Terradrax.
Earth.
Earth. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we have the 4 elements, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Ignis,
Earth,
fire?
Darkness, fire,
Oh, but there's
water.
also Solaris.
Heart couldn't make it.
So each dragon also has a battle area that you need to stay in, that you need to stay inside and keep them sort of placated, because if there is ever a time where a dragon has no players in his zone, then they begin to heal each other, and that is very much what you do not want.
It looks like they heal really quickly,
They will heal.
It's no joke.
So
stay
fast.
in the circle.
Stay in the battle zone.
But you can't stay in too long.
Correct. You cannot stay in too long. So the longer that you stay inside of a battle zone, the more that you will stack up a debuff. And this debuff is a curse.
Ignidrax is tenfold. So they're specific to the dragon.
Correct. So it's specific to each dragon. So if you are in the Ignidrax's battle zone, you'll gain Ignidrax's tenfold curse, which means, or which can stack the longer that you stay inside.
Okay.
So at each of these intervals, the curse will stack, and when it gets to 10, you will die.
Great.
And there is
not great.
Not great at all. So you basically want to keep your team rotating through each dragon, and you sort of want to kill them all at the same time.
So how quickly does a stack take to land on you? Like how long can you stay in a single circle, just about?
Oh gosh, you know what? I want to say about 15 seconds, about 15, 30 seconds. So it's very quick. It stacks very quickly. And so once it gets to about 9, you'll want to rotate through and go to the next dragon.
Yeah, once it gets to 9, get the hell out of the circle.
Exactly.
Go to a different color or you're dead.
And so hopefully you can you can gauge how well your team is doing by the percentage of health that they're at. So if you're doing about 25% of health each time, then you're doing pretty well.
Okay.
Because if you go back, you don't have enough time to go back to the same dragon that you started off with. Of course, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, so when you're at 9 stacks and your dragon isn't 25% down from where you started, you're behind.
You're behind, right. And so the rest of your team needs to pick up the slack, because the curse lasts for 15 minutes, and that is not enough time.
Longer than the whole encounter.
Exactly.
So this dungeon's not like regular dungeons. You can leave and come back, and it's persistent for like a week?
Right. So
how does this work?
The way that this dungeon works is there is a new phasing system. So if you enter the dungeon and you have not completed any phases yet, you'll naturally start at the beginning.
Okay.
And once you clear any phase of the fight, you will be recorded to that phase.
Okay, so you can leave and come back.
So you can leave and come back.
Pick up back there where you left off.
Exactly. Because after each phase, the fight sort of ends, even though the dragon may not be completely dead.
But it gives you a chance to teleport out.
Exactly.
Kind of like Dreadspire.
Right, exactly. And so if I'm on phase 2, then I can enter with anyone who is on phase 2 or phase 1.
Okay.
So basically your phase needs to be the same or lower than the person that has created the party.
Okay.
All 4 dragons have their own unique abilities that you have to deal with. The one in particular that all of them has is the ability to summon Virgos, which they are doing right now. And in order to stop this, you'll need to damage them all enough.
Damage all of them?
Well, yeah, correct. You'll need to damage all of them.
Check.
That's right. So it's a little DPS check to knock them out of the summoning phase.
Okay.
And once you do that, you will knock them down. And this is a little pro tip, but once you do that, if you interrupt this call for Virgos, it's a great time to transition your team, because they'll all be knocked down and you can switch pretty comfortably without them flipping out on everybody.
Got it.
Though if Virgos does get called, it is a massive amount of damage to the entire raid. So you definitely want to stop that. he'll
Come bombs the entire area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is not good. And then keeping back with having them at the same health level, you obviously want to have to destroy them all at the same time, because once you kill one dragon, then they'll all start to enrage.
Okay.
And after about 30 seconds, they will wipe the entire raid.
Oh, all right. So they won't respawn, or they'll wipe the raid and then they'll all respawn.
And then they'll all be spawned, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 30 seconds. So that makes it extremely important to damage them at the same rate.
Right.
Like 25%.
25%
Get
each
the heck
time.
out of the circle. Damage the next one 25% because you're getting those stacks, like we said. And then once the first one falls,
Right. Once the first ones fall,
you got to
they
take
all
out
want to
those
fall.
other 3 dragons.
Right.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got
Loot?
loot.
Loot
A
question?
giant, a massive chest.
A massive chest. It
Can we
is.
crack this thing open?
Crack this bad boy.
It's wide.
This chest is a boss.
Glorious loot! This is ridiculous.
It
I mean,
is.
this is definitely a week's worth of loot.
Oh, look how pretty it is, though.
It is gorgeous. It's blinding, this loot.
Yeah. So the great thing about this loot is that, so you see, you pick up Virgo's horn. That is an item that you need for crafting the gear that's from this dungeon.
What is that called?
So
Wait.
that is called the Behemoth,
Okay.
right? And you're basically upgrading the ambush set to Behemoth.
What?
Yes. Just
Phase 2!
let's do it. So basically, the second phase is a 2-parter. What we have is Virgos lands in the first part of
Steps
phase
on
2.
you, kills you. It's over. There's
Pretty
2
much.
phases.
2 phases. And so what you'll want to do basically is have 4 groups and have them each cover a section of Virgos. So you have this
Claw?
basically you want them to have a coverage on each claw.
Okay.
So what you want to watch out for here is his destruction cast, which has the ability to end your entire team.
Which you're warned about.
Which you are warned about.
Like, destruction's coming. No, really, it's gonna wipe your raid.
Yeah, I think what it will say though, it was that his limbs are glowing.
Yeah.
And you'll want to take out the shield on each of his limbs in order to interrupt him. And so yeah, basically you want to do enough damage to the glowing spots so that you'll interrupt his cast. And it's actually not that difficult at this part of the fight. I mean, he'll have his other abilities where he'll stomp down, fly up, breathe fire.
Sometimes he'll catch you off guard with a head glowy.
With the head glow, oh yeah. Or he can also attack the people in the rear. So, you always want to you just have to pay attention.
I hate getting attacked there.
You don't want to get attacked in the rear. No, it's the worst spot to get attacked from, trust me.
Virgos is flying up
Yep, there he goes. So he's in the air.
like a dragon.
And so at this phase of the fight, that is when the ballistas that you see
Ballista time.
across the room.
So just in case you were wondering what the heck these ballistas were on the edge of the arena, now is the time. So I see 2 little people heads there. That means 2 people can repair it at once.
Correct. So more than one person basically can go up to the ballista and repair it. And so the more people that you have repairing a ballista, the quicker that it will get repaired.
Okay.
And so now obviously you'll see here the waves of fire are beginning to shoot around the room.
You gotta lead him a bit.
Yeah, you do, right?
I did. So I had a turn in the ballista. I was horrible. Dear me, creatures of the gods. Whoa. Should just use my voice for this.
You
Why
could.
do we even get a professional?
Oh man, that'd be a great idea.
Dear me, creatures of the gods, I'm Virgos.
I am Virgos. Just give him a little accent.
Yeah. Just shifting accents. You don't know where he's from.
You're right. It's me, Virgos. How dare you destroy my children?
We've been in this room for 3 days.
Yeah. Someone please send help. Help. As long as you're not in the ballista, it won't get damaged.
Oh.
Only you'll get damaged. That's fine. No one cares about you. So you want to make sure ballista works.
Mortals.
Yeah. Once you get Virgos down to about 40% in this phase, he will stumble to the ground, and that will be the end of phase 2.
Okay. You're heavy on those clicks.
I'm sorry. I do.
Damn. That's because every click is
click.
doing damage to Virgos. It's like,
That was a little some animosity on my clicks, a little anger from dying so many times. Learning how to do this.
all right, so he's
Phase 3.
phase 3.
All right. Could we get like a gun cocking?
Phase 3.
All right. So phase 3 is a very fun phase. And
so he's broken the wall. He's just waiting here.
He's broken the wall, right? And here he is hovering over a cliff.
Like, listen, let's talk.
He's going to talk about TPS reports, about things that you can do, right? And so this is all about managing your debuffs. And so there are 2 debuffs here. One is called Flame, and the other is Dust. And so
they don't mix well.
They do not mix well at all whatsoever. He also has another ability here where he'll summon a volcano under your feet. And if you stand under this volcano, it will not only stay there. Now, it won't heal you. Okay. It won't increase your DPS. Don't stand in that. But it will get bigger the longer that you stand in it, and it will damage everyone. So you just want to run away from it. Okay. Right. And so this is basically a telegraph.
Of fear?
Yeah.
Wow,
so this is another.
I didn't think you noticed, but
yeah,
Virgos.
Right. Well, you know,
take it easy.
There's no time to shower in Harrowhold.
No.
Come on. And what this is the Stinking of Fear is basically a tanking mechanic here, where your tanks want to sort of share the aggro.
Oh.
Because the longer you're the focus of him, you'll gain this debuff called the Dragon's Eye. And that's when Virgo's Gaze lands on you. And once it stacks up to 6, you will begin to reek of fear, and you'll damage the entire raid. So yeah, so don't do that. Yeah, so you want to share the anger, share the animosity here. And so at 80%, you will gain a debuff, which is either Dust or it is either Flame. And his claws will also gain this attribute. And so the flame, if you have the Flame debuff, you want to be on the Flame Claw, which I believe is his left claw, if you're looking at him. Oh. And the Dust is his right claw. Periodically during the fight, this debuff will change, and you'll want to balance out the groups. So you'll have one group who's Dust on the left side, your Flame group on the right, and then each time this debuff changed, you'll all want to switch locations. And the best way to do that, obviously, is to have your one team switch down near him.
Yeah, but when you're switching, could you just like...
Right, well, you don't want to mix them up.
So switch sides.
So you'll have one going this way, and the other one is going to circle around that way.
Yeah,
so you're
going to get a circle going.
So you have like a clockwise circle going on, a little rotation.
No high fives when you're switching sides.
No. I mean, unless you're really good, you can switch like that. Because you have about 6 seconds.
Okay.
Between each debuff switch.
Got it. Evil is concentrating
around you. So evil is concentrating around that. It basically signals that there's an ad. And so what will happen is he'll summon ads, and these ads will also have a Flame or Dust attribute. And so if you see the dark one, the Dust one, only the players with the Dust debuff can damage it.
And go get it.
Right. So if a Flame person approaches one, then they will cause an explosion.
Okay. Wow.
I want to talk about that too. So what that is,
the elemental wave.
Yes.
That was cool.
So the elemental wave is a part of the fight. This happens later in the fight. What that is a wall of fire and dust. And so if you are Dust, you stand in the dust section of that wave, and you will not get damaged. But if you're a Flame,
more dust.
Yes, it's almost like refreshing,
Yeah.
And you can also gain a buff, which right now I believe is called a morale boost, and this will increase your damage and your speed, and I believe will lower your cooldowns.
Oh, cool.
So it makes you a bit stronger.
Oh, so you really do love the dust.
Yeah, you wanna make sure that you stay in the attribute that you're in.
Okay.
Or get hit by the attribute that you're with.
Phase 4.
Lots of genuflecting going on.
Yeah. Ginyu Force would have had this wrapped up 20 minutes ago.
Oh, easily. So, now this fight is the culmination, I would say, of all 3 phases here, without the ballistas, thankfully. You only have to deal with everything that he's done so far.
Okay.
And so let's
his fury is infinite.
So let's get a look.
Oh my god,
he has a really
is pissed. It's like glowing red.
Yeah, it looks really well on him. He does it really well.
Yeah, so he's good in red.
So now we have fire waves, which make a great return from all sides of the room. So you have to, again, you want to break into 4 groups, cover each side.
If you were missing these giant waves of fire,
oh yeah,
don't worry.
They are back. He has the Dragon's Gaze debuff that is also back. Your tanks need to be on top of their game, switching aggro. Very much like Phase 2. Mixed in with the...
Your timid gods cannot save you. They are kind of timid.
They are pretty timid.
They could have come in here.
Right, they could have shown up. Oh, here, look at this.
Bullshit.
He's gathering celestial power. So what this is, you want to destroy these little orbs here before they reach him, which I'm not doing very well right now.
We're not going to do it.
Right. But there are,
That's good.
There
We
are about
get to see what
6 of them.
happens.
And so, yeah, basically what happens is he'll get a lot stronger, which you don't want because he's already too strong.
Wow, now he's just
glowing. And now all of his body will start to glow. And you'll want to destroy each of these shields, which, again, we won't do it here.
No, we're not going to accomplish this.
But that returns, of course.
We actually see it shatter.
Mm-hmm. So these parts shatter, and he'll do this quite a bit.
Okay.
Rocks appeared. So this part...
He's using all the elements.
Mm-hmm. And what you want to do here is you want to pick a part of the wall, and you want to destroy it, and then you save the rest as a shield for yourself.
Oh, wow.
Because you see here, he will begin to ignite the ground.
All right, so don't destroy all of the...
Don't destroy all the wall, no. You want to stay out here.
Use it as a shield for this giant breath attack.
Yes.
That's
and then
badass.
He will... the dust and flame mechanic also makes a return. It is much more abbreviated than it was in the previous phase, but it's another instance of where you just don't want to...
Don't mix
the two, right?
Don't cross the streams.
Don't not cross the streams. And so it's kind of a crazy fight. So here, this ability here,
flaming meteor above your head.
What that does is, if I were to cleanse this ability, it will ignite the room, just like what happened right there.
Oh my god.
Well, this one is, you want this to happen because
the igneous prison.
Well,
great, you're safe here.
Right,
You
so
just be a rock
at
the
this
whole
point,
time.
I'm safe. Now, your team members, they will want to stand behind you because...
So this sort of mirrors the large rock wall.
Right, exactly.
He's going to do this giant flame breath, and then everybody can shield behind you when you rock.
Exactly. And then your teammates will be able to break you out of that shell. However, once you have that, you'll have a 7-minute debuff where if you are trapped again, you will die.
How do you avoid it?
You just don't stand near him.
Okay.
So you see there was like a little indicator to get near Virgos.
Okay, yeah.
So you want to assign someone.
Arrow is pointed towards him.
Exactly. You want to assign that so that if that happens again, you don't want the same person to become a rock again.
Okay.
And so then you'll have to deal with other abilities, such as there was one that just happened where I had a fireball over my head.
Right.
And so when that one lands, it will cause an explosion around you. So you'll just want everyone to separate out so that they don't get hit by each other's explosions.
Okay.
And here, your gods have deserted you. This one is, if you destroy these parts of the body, you'll notice that his head will completely destroy.
Oh.
So you see here, I'll destroy this leg, and you see how his nail broke off.
Whoa, he's taking some,
it was just a ton of damage. And if you were able
still holding together though, the old dragon.
But if you're able to destroy all the pieces at the same time, which you should if you have a full group of people, it will give him a debuff where he is exhausted and he'll take a lot more damage. So you'll definitely want to take advantage of that.
I feel like we've been getting the debuffs this entire freaking time.
Pretty much.
4 phases later, after we just smashed the hell out of his face and feet.
He's finally
He's getting a debuff.
Yes. And so obviously you can see how weak he is now. Well, how beat up he is at this point. So he's finally just taking some good damage, and you'll want to keep that up.
Nice.
And again, you have 10 minutes to complete this phase before he goes completely berserk and just annihilates everyone. Several appendages missing. And he's pretty much dead. Oh, I just killed him. There we go.
Alright, so when you kill him, get this sweet cutscene.
Get a sweet cutscene.
Which we're going to talk over.
Yeah. And he goes on and he finally gives us his own version of his story, which is kind of a weird time to tell you about.
Oh no! Damn you, Korean drama! Right when we killed him, we feel sorry for him.
Now I feel sorry for him.
It makes it as dramatic as possible.
Yes.
It's like, by the way, I'm a father.
Right.
You killed my children. I was corrupted, but instead of healing me, you just killed me. It's too late for me.
We couldn't have just talked this out like adults.
We were meant to rule the skies, not die in the dirt.
Trying to put my kids through college. You took them away from me. This is why he's upset.
Dead.
I'm cute.
I kill.
So.
All right. So I have some questions.
All right.
This is like we're waiting till the end of the video to answer them, but then somebody's just gonna watch the video and post them on the forums anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, the video is like 10 minutes long, but all you need to know is this. So thank you for watching until the end of the video for this. All right, first question. Would you rather fight 100 Twengi-sized Virgoses or 1 Virgo-sized Twengi?
100 Twengi-sized, easily. Just slap them around.
Yeah, just like Twinkies.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the item level required and what's the gear required? Because that's 2 different things.
Okay.
You can get in there, but you don't actually have the right stuff. What do you really need in order to not get totally crushed?
There are no hard requirements because there is not a matchmaking. You can't get in through matchmaking, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So there are no hard requirements, but I would say you probably want a gear level around 422, probably bare minimum.
More than I got.
Yeah, so
we knew that.
If you are running...
I'm at like 420.
420? Okay, well, it's not 422, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
I won't make it. I won't make it.
Yeah. So if you're running Ruinous Manor hard mode pretty comfortably, you can probably get into this dungeon.
Comfortably running Ruinous Manor hard mode,
yeah,
then you might have a chance.
Yeah, you probably have a chance. You can probably do this.
If you're comfortably running the hardest dungeon that's in the game right now,
yeah, then you
may have a chance.
You can come in. Then you have a chance. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
If not, it will be just an uphill struggle.
Great. We already sort of went over the loot drop during the raid, but basically you're getting some ambush gear.
Right.
And
so ambush gear drops in here. You're getting
materials required to get Behemoth.
Right, exactly.
Also some etchings.
And some really cool etchings.
Tier 4 etchings.
Yep.
What are the quests involved in the raid, and what are the personal rewards? You said that everybody shares the loot that are the battle packs.
Right. So the quest,
when you beat Virgos and you get his head, the head is actually used to start a new quest, Requiem for a Dragon.
Correct.
To get a special brooch.
Yes.
That's
so you get a nice
sweet
brooch.
I want to see the brooch.
I don't know, like 325?
Yeah, 325 is good.
It's not too bad.
Got 2 effects. Contains a usable skill. Increases power by 30, crit factor by 30, attack speed by 12 for 20 seconds, and removes debuffs. Not bad.
Not bad. Not too bad.
Okay. I was going to ask about crafting materials and jewelry. Doesn't seem like there are really any jewelry.
Not much jewelry.
Drops.
A lot of belts drop.
A lot of belts.
Trouble keeping your pants on in this fight. You'll get a lot of belts. Crafting materials, of course, are Virgos' body parts.
Mm-hmm. That good stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we're really here for.
Right.
Get your body hacking hatchets out when you come to this. And finally, how long do you estimate each phase takes?
So probably just depends on how good you are. The longest that they can take is 10 minutes. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Because after 10 minutes,
you die.
Yeah. So I would say on average maybe about 5 to 6 minutes for each phase with a decent group.
Okay.
So and a decent group that knows what they're doing, right? So if everyone is on point, taking care of their tasks, what they need to do, knowing what the role is, easily 5-6 minutes tops, no problem.
So the entire thing could actually complete in 30 minutes?
Yeah, probably half an hour. Yeah,
That's
not too bad. Not too bad.
I'm never gonna accomplish that.
Yeah,
you guys might.
Right, you guys might. Just grab 29 of your closest friends for a half-hour powwow.
Oh, that's the watchful.
No problem.
So everything we've covered will be in the Harrowhold 30-person raid.
Yes.
That's going to drop with the Fang and Feather update. Good luck.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Yeah.
Be ready.
Be ready for anything. Be ready for dust.
Be ready for
and
dust,
blood.
flames, blood,
and
drowning.
Giant dragons and ballista riding.
You'll die a lot. Just
You'll die a lot.
It's fine. Have fun.
Oh.
okay. Was that where would we clapping for?
We clap at the start to sync the